Hello, my name's Clint Renfro, and today I'm going to go over some learning environments with you and ideas about classroom design and 5 pictures that I thought represented really good sound ideas and designs that I wanted to share with you today for Module 7. The first design is probably my favorite design. I think if I were able to create my own classroom despite funding and classroom space and all, this would be it. I think the space um, provides the instructor a very good platform on which to present information, and it also with the semicircle seating arrangement provides very good viewing opportunities in line of sight for the students. Also, it has this football shaped, I don't know, looks like a meeting table or a conference table that if the instructor wanted to, could bring his students in and have a little bit more personalized conversations and discussions. Some of the cons about this would be the natural light. As you can see over here, there's only 2 windows. These might be windows, but from what we can see in the picture, there are only 2. Also, it would probably be a little bit more difficult for the custodial staff to sanitize and clean, especially like in the wake of this COVID. I can imagine all of these surfaces having to be cleaned all the time and the carpet. Also, there's a lack of wall space. There's a whiteboard here, and the projector in the middle, but there's no real area for the instructor to hang up like student artwork or projects and stuff like that. It's very formal, but that would be a con. How this student learning is maximized, obviously it would be discussions in their unimpeded view, access to the instructor, the ambiance, and the acoustics. If when the instructor is talking and or other students are having a discussion, this would be a very good place to do that. The second design is probably a more realistic one. This would probably be very good for having group projects and discussions, but a pros would be the layout. I mean, you can see that each student has a space to do things, and you can also do group work. Visual aesthetics, it has places to do um, wall art and hang things. You can hang things above the whiteboard. There's plenty of wall space back here, but line of sight would definitely be impeded for students on the side. I think, especially looking at the backs of their peers instead of being able to see them face to face. Also, the lack of mobility. These desks look very heavy. I have a couple of them in my classroom, and indeed they are. And without wheels, this is going to be a difficult task to rearrange should the teacher really want to. Discussions, like I mentioned, and access to the instructor are great ways to maximize learning in this environment. Also, group work would be very easy because you're sitting face to face with your peers, and you could drag chairs from this side over to these tables. It would just be very good. Number 3, I really like the tables in this because they have wheels. They're with the curved design of the desk at each station, it provides more of a personal space. Also, the instructor can get to every one of his or her students and provide instruction. Cons, line of sight. About half of the classroom has their back towards the main whiteboard, and there's no natural light. There are small windows up here, but those appear to be going into another room. I think one thing that maximizes learning in this would be the ability to do legitimate group work and also to have a personal workspace. You have a lot of area on these desks to do writing projects, to lay books down, to do art. Also, you have your personal laptop here, and you can still talk to the other people at your desk. Number 4, I like this setup. This actually is a very, very close representation of my classroom. It has plenty of wall space, good line of sight for everybody. The instructor can come and have face-to-face conversations with every student, and there's plenty of natural light from the windows in the background. The cons, it's hard to do group work in a setup like this. It's not, very aesthetically pleasing. It seems somewhat cold, but and also there are no wheels. But with instructor-led discussions, everybody can see everybody, everybody can hear everybody, everybody has their own workspace, and there is room to navigate either around the back or in the middle here, so you can do presentations and plays and all of that. So I really like this setup. It functions well in my classroom. And the final one, I found this really, really interesting because of the open feel that it has, the pure limitless space. As you can see, this person and this person are having a good conversation, and this guy over here appears not to be bothered at all, simply because the ceiling is so high. You can have really, really good work groups and instructor mobility. Also, I think it's really an open space so it feels interesting to be in. The cons would be having a classroom discussion with everybody, nearly impossible unless everybody decides to be quiet. It's not terribly visually appealing depending on the person. Also, there's no wheels on the desks and they appear to be fairly lightweight. Acoustics are bad. The views for the main whiteboard in the back there might be bad, but also I think specific to whatever classroom this is, the ambiance and personal workspace might be hugely beneficial. Those are the 5 things that I found and really, really enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching and listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day.